What cities have the best weather in the United States? This is a question that shows up more often than you'd think. I mean, like far more than my favorite question, which is, did astronauts really drink Tang? What is good weather? That is obviously subjective. Everyone's got their own idea of what good weather is. Some people want it above 80 degrees every day and sunny, and other people, like myself, like a solid low 50s day with a little bit of cloud cover. So how do you make a list of cities with the best weather? We went by what is closest to what most people think is good weather. Various studies have shown that the ideal temperature for humans to feel comfortable is between 72 and 75 degrees. Then we eliminated the coldest 3 months and the hottest 3 months and looked at the average for the other 6 months and ranked them by that. We'll also look at some other weather-related stats that help make these places a dream for people focused on weather. Got it? Get it? Good. Let's take a look. Number 10, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Myrtle Beach has a beautiful beach. The city, I'm not too keen on. My opinion, the city kind of sucks once you get about 3 blocks from the ocean. But that doesn't stop tons of high school and college kids from invading the place every spring break and summer. Those kids really aren't focused on the weather as much as they're focused on the drinking and having a good time. But drinking and having a good time most of the times goes hand in hand with good weather. Myrtle Beach by itself is kind of a small city. It has little under 40,000 people in 2022. Their whole metro area has less than 500,000, about 487. But that population grows tenfold during spring break and the summer months. A typical year there, they will see 40 days below freezing, which is a lot for this list. Days above 90 degrees, they get about 45 of those on average. Sunny days, they see about 217 of those every single year. When you take summer and winter out of the equation, their year-round average is 64 degrees. Number 9, San Francisco. San Francisco's had so many problems in recent years, people often forget it's a really nice city with decent weather. Sure, the fog rolls in, but it's still kind of decent. The city of San Francisco has a little over 800,000 residents, with the entire metro area having about 4.7 million. They don't have any days below freezing in San Francisco. Days above 90 degrees, they get about 2 or 3 a year. That's it. And they get about 240 sunny days. So that's not bad weather at all. When you take out the summer and winter months, their average year-round temperature is about 64 degrees. Number 8, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Who saw this one coming? I can honestly say I've been to Oklahoma City when it's been sweltering twice, and another time when it was extremely cold and there wasn't a leaf or green grass anywhere. It was sticks and dirt, it seemed like. But overall, they do have some good weather once you take out, for the most part, the winter months. If you ever do go visit Oklahoma City, I would suggest the summer. It does get pretty hot, but there's a lot of things to do there in the summer. Not so much in the winter. Unless you consider hanging out at a diner all day complaining about the weather and the government, then yeah, sure, go. It's a lot. They do a lot of that there. The Oklahoma City metro area has about 1.4 million residents, and they see about 66 days below freezing and about 41 days a year above 90 degrees. That being said, they see about 220 days of sunshine. When you take out the winter and summer months, their year-round average is 65 degrees. That's not bad. Most of the year, it's really nice there. Number 7, Monterey, California. If you don't know where Monterey is, it's a little south of San Francisco, about 120 miles or 2 hours. I lived there for 5 years, and I gotta tell you, the weather was pretty pleasant almost every single day. The only real weather problem they have there is they get a lot of fog. That's usually burned off by 1 o'clock in the afternoon, but the mornings they can get a little chilly, but most of the days are just pleasant. As this list goes on, you'll see why California has been so popular over the last 200 years almost. It's the weather. Monterey is a perfect example. The metro population of Monterey is about 432,000 residents. It's really not that populated. They don't see any days below 0. That's it, no freezing. And in case you don't know, freezing is normally considered below 32 degrees. I know some people out there think below 0 means 0 degrees. No. Below 32 degrees is considered a light freeze. When you start getting into 24 degrees, that's considered a hard freeze. But Monterey just has pleasant weather. We can almost take out the 3 months of winter and 3 months of summer because their average year round is about the same all year round. But they only see about 3 days a year above 90 degrees. That is not bad. They see about 290 days of sunshine, or at least partly cloudy. But when you do take out the summer and winter months, their year-round average is 66 degrees. That is not bad. Number 6, Los Angeles. Los Angeles, another place that I lived. Pretty much most of my life, I lived in the Los Angeles metro area in a little town called Redondo Beach. If you're not from the United States, if you've never heard of Los Angeles, actually, you'd probably have to not be from the planet to not hear about Los Angeles, but it has almost 19 million residents in the metro area. Los Angeles has some of the best weather in the country and some amazing beaches, from Malibu all the way down to Redondo Beach, and everything in between. I'm talking Manhattan Beach, Hermosa Beach, Santa Monica, Pacific Palisades, Zuma. Just stay out of Venice. Venice sucks. For some reason, everyone floods to Venice when they come to Los Angeles to go see the beach. No, don't. It's horrible. Los Angeles averages 0 days below freezing and about 21 days every single year above 90. They get about 277 days of sunshine, and their year-round average is 70 degrees. Number 5, Atlanta. Atlanta is known for its summer. Matter of fact, there's a joke, and I've told it before here, so forgive me if you've heard it before, but there's a kind of a saying, kind of a joke in Atlanta. They have 2 seasons, summer and Christmas. It seems to be hot there all the time, but they still get some cold spells. The metro area of Atlanta is about 6 million residents, and they get about 43 days below freezing every single year, but they get about 44 days above 90. You can expect to see a little over 200 days of sunshine in Atlanta, plenty of insects, great sweet tea, and a year-round average of 69 degrees when you take summer and winter out. Number 4, San Jose, California. Sandwiched between San Francisco and Monterey, you have San Jose. San Jose is one of the most expensive cities to live in the United States, and I don't get it. I mean, I know why. They have tons of highly paid tech workers that need homes, and a lot of those jobs are right up the road in Palo Alto, Menlo Park, Mountain View, places like that. San Jose is the logical place for them to live. They got money to burn, so prices are going to go through the roof. Like I said, I don't get it. I've been to San Jose many times. It's not that special. San Jose isn't really even close to any beaches. They're not like right there, you know? You could head down to Santa Cruz, but that's like an hour away. The prices in San Jose for rent and actually just buying some real estate, you'd think that they have miles and miles of beachfront property. No, they don't. All the problems they got, you can't deny that they got good weather. The metro area of San Jose has a little over 2 million residents right now. I actually saw one study that says it's 5,000 below 2 million. And I saw another one that said it's about 2.1. So who knows at this point? They just grow so fast, it's hard to keep up. San Jose, you will not see any days of freezing, and you'll only see about 2 days a year above 90 degrees. They get about 257 days a year of sunshine, and their year-round average, when you take winter and summer out, is 69 degrees. But really, that's kind of what it is during the winter, too. Number 3, San Diego. This is the one that I thought would be number 1 on this list. I did a little research on this one, and I think what knocks them out of the top 2 is, I learned this on the National Weather Service, they get hit by a little bit of hurricanes. Not the actual hurricane, that normally happens well south, but they get hit with some tropical storms that are from the hurricanes. And that's some pretty ugly wind and rain, and it gets a little freaky there sometimes. Before you leave your comment, I'm not saying San Diego is hit with hurricanes. I gave that same explanation one time before, and some dude sent me a novel on how the last time San Diego got hit with an actual hurricane was in 1858. I emailed back and said, I didn't say it gets hit with hurricanes. I said they get some tropical storms off the hurricanes. Then I got an all caps email back. It was something to the effect with, well, as a professional, I would think you would make it clear what you were saying to people so you don't have misunderstandings like this. It's like, hey, Otto, who told you I was a professional? As you can imagine, I got another all caps email back, but I won't get into that one. But I will tell you, he was under the impression I was 19 and living at my parents' house. But San Diego has a population of just about 3.4 million residents. They don't get any days below freezing, and they only get about 3 days above 90 degrees every year, which I found surprising too. This is where they shine. They get about 265 days a year of sunshine. You really don't have to take the summer or winter out of this one either, because it is year-round average of about 72 degrees. Really, if you don't take winter and summer out, their average is 70 degrees, but if you do, it's 72 degrees. Number 2, Honolulu, Hawaii. You know, this one I could definitely see being there, but I really thought that the rain that they get, which they get a fair amount, I thought that would have knocked them out, but here they are. They have far more sunny days than I thought, and I think a lot of that has to do with the tropical rainstorms they get. They're like gone in an hour, and the rest of the day's sunny. That happens all the time. Really happens a lot in Central America. But Honolulu is kind of known for their beautiful beaches and their great weather. And they do have some great weather. They only have about 979,000 residents in the metro area. The actual city itself only has about 350,000. I should mention that the estimate for 2022 is just a little over 1 million now in the metro area of Honolulu. Honolulu doesn't see days below freezing, and they get about 25 days a year that are over 90 degrees. And they get about 273 days of sunshine. If you take out the summer and winter, their year-round average is 74 degrees. All right, before we get to number 1, don't forget, if you're moving to one of these cities or any city in the United States, there's a link for a website called Home and Money in the description area below. They can help you get in touch with a local realtor wherever you want to move in the country. They have a bunch of other cool things on their website. Definitely check them out. All right, on to number 1. And number 1, Santa Barbara, California. Santa Barbara is a great place to live. Probably been there 40 or 50 times in my life, and it has never been anything but like perfect weather. I think the coldest I've ever seen there was like 62 degrees. Their hot days are normally right around 81 or 82. Beautiful town, beautiful ocean, great beaches. The type of place the local weatherman can like pre-record a week's worth of the weather forecasts and get away with it. There was a movie called LA Story with Steve Martin. He did that to go away for the weekend with his girl, and he did the forecast for like Friday and Monday, but over the weekend they had like the worst storm they'd had in years. The city of Santa Barbara isn't as big as I think most people think it is. They've got right around 90,000 residents in the city itself, with the metro area only having about 450,000 residents. This is another place that is extremely expensive to buy property in, and that's how it is. You have good weather, you have beautiful beaches, it's gonna be expensive. And the great weather, they only average about 2 days below freezing a year, and they only get above 90 degrees about 4 times a year. They have 307 days of sunshine in Santa Barbara. Buy some sunscreen, sunblock, whatever you want. When you take out the summer and winter months in Santa Barbara, their average year-round temperature is 74 degrees, just like Honolulu. But they get more sunshine, so that's how they get to number 1. All right, that's today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you got some information out of it. Now go out, have a great day, and be nice to each other.